Okay, so the first thing I want to go over in this program is breath. Not just breath in general, but bringing it back to a conscious state. We're in so much fight or flight that we can't bring us back into rest and digest. And rest and digest is everything. And so this is what it's all about. So I'm just going to go over a technique that works really well for me and for most people that I meet. We don't have an option to breathe, so we might as well optimize how we're breathing and make it more conscious. I'm also going to combine it with one of my favorite and a favorite of a lot of my clients, recovery positions that I hope that can benefit you. Anyway, you can also be without a chair if you're bringing your hips into what I call a posterior pelvic tilt. So if you were to bring your knees up and then keep the flat of your back glued to the floor as you bring your feet back down, that's what you call a posterior pelvic tilt. If you really want to relax, you can get your ankles and knees up, play around with the position, and that also is going to help alleviate that excessive lordosis at the spine. Okay, so really setting us up for a really good recovery and even arguably a warm-up position to get you feeling good before you move. Okay, there's no right or wrong time to do this. I find myself in this position multiple times a day, and it works wonders for me. Okay, so once I'm in a good recovery position, whether you're up here or whether your feet are on the floor, you find a good position. I really want to create a concept for you known as 360-degree breathing. In other words, I'm expanding my stomach upwards toward the ceiling like a balloon, but then I'm also focused on actually as if my lungs were inflating and I was pressing the floor behind me. In other words, I'm really expanding deep and then up instead of just filling my chest up. So it'll look like this. I normally try to start with at least 3 to 4 seconds in through my nose, 3 to 4 seconds or more out. I've worked up to about 7 seconds on the way out. Find something that works for you consistently. Again, we're filling up stomach and then up here towards the chest, but also 360 degrees behind our back. Okay? I'm also going to keep tabs on my low back, making sure it's not going into extension here. Okay? We're actually doing the opposite. We're tucking in. And we're actually going to use that principle for the grounding bridge exercise. And that's really important to kind of build our base for balance, equilibrium, strength. And so go ahead and give this position a try. Come back to it as often as you can. Make time for it. And I hope that you benefit just as much as I have.